Her name's Kendra Murphy. At 3 a.m. this morning, she walked into a Swift Mart with a live grenade and demanded a pack of cigarettes. The clerk was terrified. He gave her the smokes and ran out of there. She pulled the pin, blew the place sky high.
Was anybody hurt?
No, thank God.
Where on earth did she get a grenade?
She took her thumb out of her mouth long enough to give me her name, rank, and serial number. Look at this. Specialists. Kendra Murphy, Illinois National Guard.
2 tours of duty in Afghanistan. Did she see any combat?
Yeah, you could say that.
President of the United States awards the Silver Star to Specialist Kendra Murphy for gallantry in action against an armed enemy.
She's a genuine war hero. And she ran straight into enemy fire, blew up a Taliban position, then dragged 2 soldiers out of harm's way.
Extreme hyperorality can indicate damage to the temporal lobes.
Yeah, I thought maybe she'd suffered some form of traumatic brain injury, but according to her service record, she didn't get so much as a scratch.
Well, just because her record doesn't show it doesn't mean she wasn't exposed to a bomb blast that rattled her skull. Thousands of soldiers are coming home with undiagnosed TBIs. It's an epidemic. Do you still keep that bag of toxic refined sugar products at your desk? Got something for you. Oh, no, you don't want, here, you don't want to eat that. Get something else. First, you have to answer a question. Do you know where you are?
In jail.
Not exactly, but you are under arrest. Do you know why you're here?
Because I took the smokes.
Were you worried that you'd get hurt when you set off that grenade? Kendra, were you afraid at all?
You are hot. I got a motel room. Want to get out of here?
I don't think that's appropriate.
I really want to have sex with you.
If you don't want to talk to me now, I can come back later.
Why do you want to have sex with me? Don't you think I'm pretty?
Your wife is suffering from a neurobehavioral disorder known as Kluver-Bucy syndrome. Impulsive sexual behavior, oral fixation, lack of fear, the mood swings, they're all symptoms.
How did she get it?
From a virus that's causing her brain to swell. It's known as encephalitis.
But you can cure her, right?
The encephalitis was caused by the herpes virus, type 2. There's no cure, but there are treatments.
Herpes?
Sometimes it can travel to the brain. She's on antivirals, and the inflammation's already started to go down, so that's a good sign. And she's also on mood stabilizers for her behavioral issues. When did you first notice your wife acting strangely?
When she first comes back from the war. She's all skittish. She jumps if I so much as touch her. And then she starts going out at night, so I follow her. She's picking up guys in bars and banging them at some sleazy motel. I guess I shouldn't be surprised she caught herpes.
To be clear, I believe it's the herpes that caused your wife's hypersexuality.
Well, she didn't get it from me. Okay, we were virgins when we got married. I was always faithful to her. I tried to convince her to get help. And then one night she goes out. She never comes back. And that was a month ago. I don't even know who she is anymore. I just want my wife back.
You expect me to drop the charges because she caught an STD?
Kendra needs neurological treatment, not jail.
Look, If you were coming to me saying that she had been shot in the head by the Taliban, then maybe I could justify dropping the charges, but...
What difference does it make how she got sick? She's a decorated war vet.
I spoke to her OBGYN. Kendra was screened for STDs. A week before deployment, she tested negative. So she obviously picked it up in Afghanistan.
Maybe I could use that, but she blew up a convenience store with a grenade. I would be going way out on a limb.
You don't want to be the guy who prosecutes a war hero with neurological problems. Come on, Donnie. Do the right thing.
While bravely serving her country as part of Operation Enduring Freedom, Specialist Murphy developed a neurological disorder that her doctors believe triggered her recent erratic behavior. So at this time, the U.S. Attorney's Office is deferring prosecution so she can receive treatment at the VA hospital. I would urge everyone to give Specialist Murphy and her husband their privacy. It's the least we can do for a genuine American hero. Thank you.
Gotta admit, I think I might be a little bit proud of you.
You want to grab a bite?
Oh, rain check?
Sure.
DJ?
Miranda? What the hell are you doing here?
Nice to see you, too.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put it that way.
I'm teaching a few master classes. I'm going to be here for a few weeks.
Huh. Your last album was wonderful, by the way.
You bought it.
My TA made me a tape.
Still rocking the Walkman, I see. You know, I have a few dates coming up with the Chicago Symphony. I'd be happy to comp you a few tickets.
I'm not great with crowds.
Oh. Well, are you busy now? I'd love to buy you a cup of coffee.
I can't do caffeine.
You used to live on black coffee and Jolt Cola.
I'm sorry. I'm just really, I'm really busy at the moment.
Okay. Well, it was nice to see you.
Miranda.
DJ.
What's wrong?
I got this today.
University of Music and Performing Arts. Vienna.
I auditioned last year before we started going out, so...
It's like a summer program?
No, I'd be transferring there in the fall.
So, are you gonna go?
I don't know yet. I was gonna go home this weekend and see what my parents have to say, but what do you think?
Hey,
You redeeming that rain check?
remember last week when I was, proud of you for doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Turns out it may not have been the right thing after all.
I found her with the body. Blood all over her hands.
"221st, that's Kendra's unit. We must have served together.
Terrific. I cut her loose and she kills an old army buddy.
Guess they weren't buddies.
Thanks for the heads up on Miranda.
Miranda who? You mean your old college sweetheart, the one that got away, that Miranda?
You could have warned me she was here to teach some classes.
I'm not the dean of the music school. How the hell was I supposed to know? So, how is she anyway?
I don't know, fine, I guess. I spoke to her for all of 30 seconds.
I mean, how does she look?
Gorgeous.
You gonna go for it?
You gotta be kidding me. I haven't seen her since the day of our very unpleasant breakup. I'm sure she wouldn't be the slightest bit interested.
Daniel, that was a million years ago. I'm sure she's over it by now.
I don't know.
Look, if this is about your diagnosis, maybe she already knows. It's not exactly a state secret anymore.
Hey, Doc. Kate just called. She says they're ready for you downtown. Dean Haley?
My client is innocent.
She was found standing over Larry McPhee's body with blood on her hands.
Kendra's been on her meds for 7 days. According to her doctors, her behavior stabilized. She's not a threat to anyone.
Mr. Gennaro, I'm feeling better. I can speak for myself.
Tell me what happened last night.
I was in my hospital room when Larry called, and he told me he was in the parking lot. He said he couldn't come up and see me because visiting hours were over. But he said he needed to talk.
About what?
He wouldn't say on the phone, but he said it was really important, so I went down to meet him, and I found him like that. And there was so much blood, I tried to stop it.
I saw this kind of thing after Dunkirk. Shell shock. Battle fatigue. What kind of a country sends dames out to fight its battles anyway?
Not that there's any point in engaging in a cultural debate with one of my hallucinations, but don't you think a little respect is in order? She's a decorated soldier.
I'm not going to listen to a lecture about respect from some pinko liberal college professor.
We know you've had several sexual partners since you returned home. Was Larry McPhee one of them?
No, I haven't seen Larry since Afghanistan.
Did the two of you have an affair while you were serving together?
No, I would never do that.
I keep my eyes on this little honey. She ain't giving you the whole picture.
What do you mean? Do you think she's lying?
What about the husband? Maybe he thought she was screwing the old army buddy, so he killed him.
Can't be the husband. He was tending bar in front of 200 people last night.
I went to the mat for this woman. Do you know how bad this looks?
Listen, I don't want it to be true any more than you do, but maybe she's guilty.
No. The meds are working. She's not violent. My gut says she didn't do this.
Great. I say we go with Daniel's gut on this one. Come on, guys, do your thing. Prove she's innocent.
Can you think of anyone who might have wanted to harm your husband?
I can't think of anyone.
What about Kendra Murphy? Did Larry ever mention her?
I never even heard her name until last week when she blew up that store. Larry seemed pretty upset about it when we saw it on the news.
Upset how?
He just said that she deserved better. I asked him what he meant, but he didn't want to talk about it.
What time did he leave last night?
Around 9:30, I think.
Did he say where he was going?
No, he just took off. He was on the phone a few minutes earlier. He was in the garage and the door was closed, so I couldn't make out most of what he was saying, but he was arguing. I heard him say, "We gotta make this right." And then he hung up and left.
Do you have any idea who he's talking to? Mr. Hicks, What did Larry mean when he said, we gotta make this right?
Really don't remember.
Anthony, I know being in this room can be unnerving, but that's not why you're sweating or your hands are shaking. How long has it been?
Excuse me?
Since your last fix.
You came back from Afghanistan and developed a habit, didn't you? Heroin possession.
Yeah, so?
You know, a lot of vets have trouble adjusting.
Listen, I can talk to the prosecutor, see what he can do about getting this possession charge thrown out, but first, you gotta tell me what you and Larry were talking about.
I want to talk to a lawyer.
You commanded Bravo Company of the 221st?
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute you're a weekend warrior, next thing you know, you're dodging bullets in a kill zone.
So you were a combat unit?
And not exactly. We were assigned to Operation Thrasher.
What was that, some covert torture program?
It's not as tough as it sounds. We trained the locals in farming and irrigation. Hearts and minds kind of thing.
Now, Anthony Hicks was under your command as well, isn't that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Was he involved in any disorderly conduct?
I know what you're getting at. Hicks has a monkey on his back with this drug stuff, but I don't think he could kill anybody. This whole thing is just ironic as hell.
How do you mean?
Kendra risked her life to save those two guys. That's why I put her up for the Silver Star.
Wait a minute. The victim and the drug addict, those were the two guys she saved?
That's right.
Can you tell us what happened?
Our convoy had just left Kalot Valley when we were ambushed. The Taliban set off an IED. They blew the axle off the Humvee out in front. We were fishing a barrel. I got on the horn, ordered McPhee and Hicks to get out there and return fire. But the bad guys were better armed than we realized. Three men were in that vehicle. Kendra didn't wait for orders. She ran straight for McPhee and Hicks. She blew those sons of bitches away.
Kendra's service record says that she was transferred to another unit.
Yeah, a week or so after that battle.
Why would you put her up for a Silver Star and then have her transferred?
She asked for the transfer.
Why?
She made an allegation against another soldier.
What kind of an allegation?
She claimed she'd been raped.
Did she tell you who did it?
I don't want to sully the reputation of a fellow soldier over an unsubstantiated allegation. If you want to subpoena me, I'll answer any questions. But short of that, I suggest you talk to Kendra.
I don't think I'm supposed to talk to you without my attorney here.
Listen, I want to believe that you didn't kill Larry McPhee, but if he raped you and you don't tell me, it makes you look more guilty.
It wasn't Larry, but he knew about it.
Who was it?
Sergeant Rickford, our squad leader. He had it out for me ever since the ambush.
Why?
Because of something that happened during the firefight. We were pinned down, taking fire. Our gunner was taken out.
I think he's dead, sir!
Rickford, take over the 240! Sergeant, get up there!
Rickford just froze.
I got him, sir!
So I took over the turret. A couple days later, back at base, Rickford came to see me. McPhee and Hicks were with him.
I heard you've been talking about me.
What do you mean, Sarge?
Word around base is that I'm a candy-ass bitch who disobeyed a direct order in the middle of an engagement.
I didn't tell anybody that.
You think to be some kind of hero, you gotta lie and make everybody else look bad?
Get out of my face.
Take a walk, guys. This is between me and this lying slut.
Just chill out, okay?
I said take a walk! Come on.
It's ridiculous.
I'm not going anywhere. You're not so brave now, are you, bitch?
Those three assholes, they stuck together. They denied the whole thing. The CEO said it was their word against mine.
So that was it.
The CEO did offer to send the report up the chain of command, but I knew how that was going to go.
I'm very, very sorry that that happened to you, Kendra.
This happens to a lot of women. Almost nobody gets punished. They call me a liar or a slut. So I wanted to put this behind me. So I asked for a transfer.
So why don't you tell me more about this, Sergeant Rickford?
You'd think he walked on water the way the brass handled him.
He got special treatment?
His dad's a congressman.
What, you mean Evan Rickford, the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, his son is the one who raped you? Meet the black sheep of the distinguished Rickford family. Kicked out of boarding school, multiple DUIs, 3 stints in rehab, but it looks like Blake Rickford had finally cleaned up his act when he joined the National Guard, served his country, came home, landed a big job at a top financial firm.
I have zero problem believing this overprivileged frat boy sexually assaulted Kendra, but what's the connection to Larry McPhee's murder?
Try this on. We know from Larry's wife that Larry took the news of Kendra's arrest pretty hard. Maybe he felt guilty about lying to cover up the rape.
So Larry calls up Hicks, tells him he's going to come clean. What do you say? We got to make this right.
Hicks tries to talk Larry out of it, but Larry won't listen. Now, Hicks is worried that if Larry changes his story, that he's going to be hung out to dry. So Hicks calls up the rapist and tells him that Larry's on his way to the hospital to tell Kendra that he's ready to tell the truth.
Rickford rushes over there, kills Larry before he can say anything. How do we prove it?
I could ask the rapist. Nice wheels.
How about I take you for a ride?
No, it's okay. I got my own car. Government issued. Special Agent Moretti, FBI. Hear about Larry McPhee?
I couldn't believe it when I heard. Larry was like a brother to me.
Where were you 2 nights ago when he was killed?
Are you actually accusing me? Why the hell would I kill one of my best friends?
Because he knew that you raped Kendra Murphy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. First of all, that crazy bitch came on to me. The second I turn her down, she runs off to the CEO with some bullshit allegations. Everyone in the unit knew that girl was nuts.
So you deny raping her?
Rape her. We never even had sex. She was a little too butch for my taste.
So where were you 2 nights ago?
On my father's boat on Lake Michigan. If you don't believe me, you can ask him yourself.
Tell Carla I need 5 minutes, okay? Get me some lunch.
Congressman, thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
No trouble at all, Agent Moretti.
I was just hoping to confirm some information.
Maybe I can save us both a little time here. Blake was with me on my yacht the night that this McPhee fellow was killed.
So just to be clear, he told you what he told me.
Well, he tells me everything because sooner or later I'm going to learn about it anyway. And my son may have made some bad choices in the past, but he's not a murderer or a rapist. And Blake has worked long and hard to amend his youthful indiscretions. That's why he went off to fight for his country. I appreciate his service. As I do yours, Agent Moretti.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Oh, and a word of advice. Overreaching, that can be hazardous to one's career.
I don't think I've ever heard that suite played more beautifully.
Thank you.
I was an idiot the other day. I'm sorry.
Forget about it.
I was wondering if I could buy you that cup of coffee.
I am kind of hungry. Do you remember that really fancy 5-star restaurant in Lincoln Park? It's been a while since I've had a real Chicago dog.
I know, me too.
Daniel, what are you doing? You're not 21 anymore, you know. Have you even thought about what the mystery meat in that thing will do to your digestive tract? And what about the bun? You know the gluten is a pathogenic factor in schizophrenia. Is there something wrong?
No, I'm just, not that hungry. But you, please, dive in.
You went to his office? What the hell were you thinking?
I was confirming an alibi. Now I just need subpoenas for Blake Rickford's cell, car GPS, email.
Wait a minute. You said that his father told you that they were on his yacht.
Yeah, but he's just covering for his lying, raping, murdering son. Get me those records, I'll prove it.
As much as I don't want it to be true, it looks like Kendra did it. And I've got the bosses breathing down my neck to close this thing.
Okay, fine. You won't get me what I need, I'll find someone who will.
You're doing it again, Kate.
Doing what?
What did the deputy director call it? Exceeding the scope of your assigned investigations. It got you bounced out of D.C. Please, Kate, I'm begging you.
Let this one go.
That son of a bitch got away with raping a war hero. Now, maybe there's nothing I can do about that, but he sure as hell isn't going to get away with murder. Not on my watch.
All right. Then bring me some real evidence, something that I can take to a judge. I'll see what I can do.
Wait, I'm walking through Greenwich Village, and I pass a bookstore, and there, in the window, is a life-size cardboard cutout of you.
Oh, God.
The future bestseller from author Daniel J. Pierce, Spectres of the Human Mind.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought I'd see you on the cover of something. Just thought it would be Rolling Stone.
In a slightly different way. But you, look at you. You're exactly where you wanted to be. I mean, you're playing all over the world. You did it.
Well, I wouldn't trade the last 20 years for anything, but I have been thinking it might be time to put down some roots somewhere.
Any place in particular?
Not yet. But it is nice to be back in Chicago.
She's never coming back to Chicago. I know it.
I thought you said she went to visit her parents just for the weekend.
I mean, she's not coming back if she goes to Vienna, dumbass. She's only been gone 12 hours, and I'm already miserable. I can't sleep. I can't study.
Maybe she's testing you. Maybe she made up this whole thing to find out if you really want to be with her.
Jeez, Paul, paranoid much? She'd be crazy not to take this. She's gonna forget about me and run off to the Alps with one of the Von Trapps.
Dude, look, you're way too into this girl. You need to get her out of your head. Just blow off the steam.
Daniel, I need your help. I really gotta catch this. Hi, I didn't realize that you had company.
No. Miranda Stiles. Kate Moretti.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. I can come back.
Yeah, I was just leaving.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I'll see you later.
Yep. Okay.
Bye, DJ. DJ.
Don't.
I got nothing on Rickford. What I need is some evidence to justify a subpoena. I just feel like there must be something that we've been missing.
What about that addict we talked to?
Anthony Hicks? No, he's lawyered up, remember? He's done talking.
Well, maybe he'll talk if we find him in the right state of mind. You know, he is self-medicating with a real-life truth serum.
Wait, since when is heroin a truth serum?
Some people are more open and forthcoming when their endorphins are flowing.
See if we can catch him while he's still high. Mr. Hicks? Mr. Hicks. Oh, jeez. It's Moretti. I need an ambulance.
Better make it the coroner.
Listen to this, Anthony Hicks' final status update. War done to noble men, turns them into dogs. I'm a no-good junkie loser who smashed my friend's head in. I don't deserve to live.
It's a suicide note.
Yeah, and a murder confession posted online for everyone to see. Seems a little convenient.
Maybe, but it does track with part of our theory. So Larry wants to come clean about the rape. He calls Hicks, who tries to talk him out of it. Larry won't listen, so Hicks drives to the VA and kills him, not Rickford.
And then 2 days later, Hicks kills himself? It's too clean. We need to keep after Rickford. He could have killed Hicks with an overdose and then posted this phony status update.
Kate, don't you think in this case the simpler explanation is probably more...
Oh, come on, Daniel. How many times have I gone along with one of your crazy conspiracy theories? Don't you think you owe me at least one?
I dropped the charges against Kendra. What more do you want?
Warrant to tap Rickford's phone.
I can't say it any more plainly. The case is closed. The junkie confessed.
Sorry, Doc. I had a weekend pass on Okinawa. This cute little geisha gal gave me a nasty case of the clap. Ow! That's what I get for skipping the VD prevention films.
Venereal disease.
Daniel?
Think about it. Think about it. If everything Kendra and her husband told us is true, if they were both virgins when they got married and neither one of them had sex with anyone else until Kendra got raped, then she must have contracted herpes from her rapist.
Okay.
Nucleotide sequencing can tell if two people are infected with the same strain of herpes. It can even tell us who's been infected longer.
Who gave the disease to whom?
Yes.
That's interesting, but I don't think we can use it. Kendra was raped under military jurisdiction. We can't prosecute Rickford for that crime. Plus, he would probably just claim that the sex was consensual.
Hang on a second. When you talked to Rickford, he denied ever having sex with Kendra, right? That's what you put in your report.
You made a false statement to a federal agent.
Punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
Wait a minute. Are you suggesting that we prosecute a rapist and a possible double murderer for lying?
When they couldn't pin a murder charge on Al Capone, the Treasury Department put him away for tax evasion.
Oh, slow down, Elliot Ness. I'm going to need a blood order first.
Oh, what the hell is this?
This is a court order requiring you to submit to a blood test. Roll up your sleeve, please.
You're not taking my blood.
Kind of hoped you'd say that. You're under arrest for contempt of court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say may be used against you in a court of law.
Call my attorney.
You have the right to an attorney.
And my father.
You have the right to have that attorney present during any questioning.
Your Honor, this blood test will confirm that there was sexual contact between Blake Rickford and Kendra Murphy, a fact that he denied on the record to a federal agent, which, I don't have to tell you, is a felony.
Your Honor, Mr. Ryan is conveniently leaving out the fact that the federal agent in question is his own ex-wife.
How is that relevant?
Agent Moretti has been on a witch hunt against my client. She's accused Mr. Rickford of murder without any evidence to support such an outrageous claim.
Your Honor.
You should also be aware that Mr. Ryan deliberately withheld pertinent information about the mental health of this so-called victim when he obtained the blood order.
What's this?
Findings from Mr. Ryan's own medical expert. The poor woman suffers from a neurological disorder, Kluver-Bucy syndrome, which lists among its symptoms emotional volatility and an insatiable sex drive.
Excellent work, Phil.
That's right, Mitch.
So the bad guys are hammering us with their AKs. And I'm in the turret, just waiting for them to pop up, take their shot. And when they do, bam! I punch them with the M240. It's just like playing whack-a-mole.
That's not the way I heard it. Yeah, I believe it was actually Specialist Murphy who took over the M240 while you were in the back seat wetting yourself like a candy-ass bitch. Excuse me, who are you? Oh, I'm just someone performing a public service, and this guy is not only a coward, he's also the suspect in the rape of one soldier and the murder of 2 others.
Come on, let's get out of here.
And word on the street is he's got a bad case of herpes. I gotta go.
You have no idea who you're screwing with.
You're going to slip up, Blakey boy. And when you do, I will be there to take you down. Scotch rocks?
there's a difference between a conductor and a guy just waiting a stick around. I mean, Ricardo Muti is a maestro.
Mm-hmm. When did you ever see Muti perform? You said that you have not been to a symphony in years.
Public performance. But at a former student, play second oboe got me into a private rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
It was incredible. It was incredible. It was the entire orchestra playing just for me. It was one of the most sublime moments.
Mm.
So, I talked to my mom and dad. And they think I should take the transfer. But I'm not. I'm staying.
Are you crazy?
I thought you'd be happy.
Well, I'm not. You're way too into me. I can't do this anymore.
Wait, are you breaking up with me?
I'm too young to be tied down to one girl.
Look, I know what you're doing. You're breaking up with me so that I'll go to Vienna, aren't you? You just don't want me to lose this opportunity.
Think whatever you want. We're done.
What's wrong? Does this have something to do with your diagnosis? Because if you think it makes any difference in how I feel about you...
No, it's not. It's not my illness. Not exactly.
Talk to me, DJ. Please.
No, you should go.
Okay. You know, I thought you changed, but, apparently not so much.
Agent Moretti. Unit Chief Conahan, Office of Professional Responsibility. We need to talk. I understand you had a confrontation with Blake Rickford in the lounge at the Emissary Hotel last night.
I would characterize it as more of a conversation.
You followed him to the bar.
I was trailing suspect.
As far as I'm aware, Mr. Rickford isn't a suspect in any current FBI investigation. He claims that you harassed and intimidated him, that you said you would take him down. Is that accurate?
Something like that.
Agent Moretti, your actions demonstrate conduct unbecoming an agent of this bureau. Your security clearance is suspended.
Sir, I have done nothing to warrant this type of punishment.
Surrender your sidearm and badge.
Old boy's network closes ranks again.
Security Chief Walsh, please escort Agent Moretti from the building.
This is Kate. Leave a message.
Hey, it's me. Again. Probably tired of listening to these messages. Frankly, I'm tired of leaving them. But it's been 3 days since I've heard from you, so... Give me a call, please. I need to know you're all right.
Buy you a drink? Doc, I don't want to hear it. Kate's a grown-up. She has the right not to talk to you.
Just went by Kate's place. And she wasn't home. You heard from her?
No, she's not returning my calls.
Mine either.
Okay, if you guys really want to find her, you can try Follow My Phone.
Follow my what?
It's an app that lets you track a phone if it's lost.
People wonder why I don't carry a cell phone.
Well, sometimes Big Brother comes in handy. Let's do it.
Come on. Look, all I'll need is her cell password.
Try Veronica622. It's her cat's name and her birthday. What? We were married.
Okay, I'm in. She's going south on Veterans Memorial.
Here, call me with any updates. You sure you want to come? Kate's gonna be pissed.
Let her be pissed.
Yeah.
Kate stopped on a street in Glen Ellen. 1764 Crescent.
Thanks, Max.
And guys, I just Googled the address. You're never gonna guess who lives there.
Where the hell is she? Kate?
I had to do it.